afternoon. Welcome back to the Gooner Tokes. Thanks for being here with me. Today is a match preview for the big game tomorrow, Arsenal versus Brentford. But before I get into that, people, you know what to do. If you haven't done it, what are you waiting for? Like, share, subscribe. I see you all watching and you all ain't subscribed. Come on, follow me, join the community. Let's build it together. Let's get into it. Big game tomorrow evening between Arsenal and Brentford. Kicks off at 8:30 Spanish time. You know what time it's on in your country. Sort it out, people. But I'm going to be giving you my preview for the game tomorrow. Who do I think is going to start? What's my prediction? What's Brentford looking like this season? Let's talk about it, people. So, we need a win, first of all, after that draw against Chelsea. Important to get back to winning ways. You don't want to draw anotha game in a row because we're fighting for the title, people. So we got to fix up. We got to get this win. We're playing at home. And so that's exactly what I expect us to do. If you're going for the title, you got to beat Brentford at home. Come on, people. So, what's been going on in the form table recently? We obviously have drawn 2 of our last 5 games, one of them away at Sunderland, one of them away at Chelsea. Not the worst results. Other than that, we've been on great form, scoring goals, winning games, top of the table, 5 points clear. So Brentford are the ones that are coming to a difficult place, really. They're coming to our back garden, and you don't come to our back garden and mess around. All right, Brentford. Brentford themselves have been up and down. 1-1, lost 1, 1-1, lost 1. But they won their last game, which was a big win for them, and has them in the top half of the table. So, who do I think is going to start in this game? To be honest, I think this is where we're going to start seeing a bit of rotation come in. Okay? Raya's going to start, so will Nkapie, and so will Mosquera. There's no other alternatives for those two at centre-half. And Raya is our number 1 goalkeeper. He's going to get the nod. Right back, left back, that's where I think there might be some changes. Calafiori, I think, will start because he came off at half-time against Chelsea, so he's going to be fresh. I think it'll be good to have a bit of strength, a bit of balance on that side, especially if what I think happens. And I think Ben White is going to come in for Timber. Timber's played a lot of minutes. We've got Villa at the weekend, and so good opportunity to give him a little break, let him recover so that he's ready to go again. Because it's a big game. Next game we're playing away at Villa, so we really need to have as strong a team as possible for that. Moving into midfield, again, I think there's going to be some changes. I wouldn't be surprised to see Zubimendi given a rest and Norgard coming in, especially against his old club. You know, players against old clubs, they tend to have a bit of a hoodoo over them, and I think Norgard would be really up for playing in this game, and so I think he might get the nod ahead of Zubimendi, give Zubi a little bit of a break so he can decompress a little bit and, you know, kind of reflect on everything that's happened in the season so far and be ready for Villa on Saturday. Rice, I think, will start as well. He's got this amazing engine that allows him to play game after game. Obviously, we will need to protect him a little bit, but I think he's going to be the one that starts in this game alongside Norgard, especially if we're dropping Zubimendi. I think one of those, Rice or Zubi, will come out either way. And then I think Ødegaard is going to get the nod. The captain is back. He came on against Chelsea. He's going to be itching to get involved, to actually contribute to our campaign this season, because he hasn't really had the opportunity to do much this season. Wasn't in great form in the beginning and then got an injury when he was looking good. So Ødegaard is going to be well up for this game. And I think having 2 players in midfield, Norgard and Ødegaard, who are super up for this game, could give us the edge against Brentford. Up front, I think Saka's going to start. I think he's going to keep his position. He usually does. And I think the change is going to come up front. I think Gyökeres is going to come back in for Merino. Merino, don't forget, he's not technically a centre forward, but he does a great job there. Got a great goal against Chelsea, but I think it's time to get Gyökeres back into the team, give Merino a little bit of a breather, and have him, maybe Merino drops into midfield? Maybe. That could be a possibility if Rice is coming out. So we'll see exactly what Arteta does with that one, but he's got to rotate the squad. It's really important that we freshen things up now, you know? Excuse me. On the left, I think Martinelli gets the nod, to be honest. I don't think Jesus will start, but I think Jesus will be on the bench to come on for Martinelli, and I think Madueke is going to be on the bench to come on for Saka. So that's really who I think the team is going to be. Raya, like I said, goalkeeper. Ben White, Calafiori, right back, left back. That pairing of centre halves in Capier, Mosquera, and then midfield, Declan Rice, Ergaard and Norgard. I think they're going to get the nod. And then up front, Martinelli, Gyökeres, and Saka. Let me know if you agree with my starting lineup. Anyway, I think there's going to be a lot of rotation, and this is the time of year where you want to see that rotation because we've got a lot of games coming thick and fast. We've had a lot of games recently, so it's really important to freshen up the squad mentally as well as physically because it's a mental load. It's tiring to play at such a high level constantly, and so it's really a good opportunity for us to start rotating players. If you watch my video that I put out before about the whole December fixtures, you'll see that I feel that there are some winnable games, and this is when you're supposed to rotate your squad. When you have a good run of games where they're kind of mid-table teams, maybe not the top teams that are going to be challenging for the league title, but teams that you can expect to get something out of. And like I said, busy festive period, rotation, and now we're going to see exactly what this squad is truly made of. I've been impressed with the way Mosquera and Hincapié have come in. They're going to have to do a lot more of that because who knows when Gabriel's going to come back, and Saliba was still a bit in the dark about that. So it's important these two build up a good partnership, and I think this run of games gives them the opportunity to do that, you know. Coming in for your first game against Chelsea is a tall ask for any centre-half pairing. I don't care what team you play for. And they did well. And so tomorrow is another great opportunity for them to build on that partnership and really start understanding how they play together. Really, it's a bonus that they both speak Spanish with Raya, so the communication is pretty good there, you know, and hopefully they can become as good as Gabriel and Saliba. Long way to go, I know, but we want to be in a position where they're completely interchangeable, and this is going to be a huge learning curve for those two centre-halves. So come on, Hincapié, come on, Mosquera, y'all can do it. And I'm really excited about the prospect of putting some distance between us and the other teams. They've got some busy, tough fixtures over the Christmas period. We're really busy, like I said, not the toughest time because we kind of had a lot of the tough times already, playing away Anfield, playing away at United, played away the Bridge, played City, played Tottenham. We've had a lot of big games and a heavy workload. So nice that the games seem a little bit more winnable, but we have to start tomorrow against Brentford. There can't be any complacency. We have the better squad. We need to utilize it properly. I think rotating that squad will also keep players hungry because if you're rotated in, you got to perform. Or when are you going to next, get that rotation? Because there's other people to rotate, I haven't even spoken about Nwaneri. He's going to be on the bench. Max Dowman, we know he's lurking there. So we have options in attack. That I think the place where we're weakest in terms of the depth at the moment because of the injuries is centre-half. So hopefully nothing happens to Hincapié and Mosquera, but they're two young, strong, solid guys. So I think they can manage this busy period of starting pretty much every game. That's what it's going to be, really. There's no one else to come and slot into that centre-half role. Maybe Calafiori could do it, and Miles Lewis-Skelly could go to left-back, but we want, round pegs in round holes, and Mosquera and Hincapié, big opportunity to build that partnership and make it hard for Gabriel and Saliba to come back in the team, at least as hard as he possibly can. That's your job as a challenging squad player, to make it so that it's not so easy. Nobody can be complacent. You've got to fight for your spot. In terms of what I think the result is going to be, I fancy us to keep a clean sheet. Let's stop leaking goals. I want that to be a real focus of the team, that doggedness to not concede. Gabriel coming out of the team. It's no surprise we conceded a couple of goals in the last couple of games. He's that player that really hates conceding. I mean, we all hate conceding, but that guy is like, he has a phobia of conceding goals. So let's get back to that. Let's keep a clean sheet. That's what I want. Solid at the back. And I want us to get a couple of goals. So my prediction for the game tomorrow is going to be 2-0 to Arsenal. Get back to winning ways. Get the 3 points on the board. Sorry, Brentford. It's not a long journey back home. Yeah, it's only West London. So don't feel so bad when, we beat you and keep them 3 points. So that's my prediction for the game. Okay, let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Massive opportunity for those 3 points. I think we can do it. People, I'll see you for my watch along tomorrow. 8:15, I'm going live. Don't miss out. Have a great day, whatever you're doing, people. I'll see you next time. Peace. Bye.